Welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcella Dorn, and today we are going to go over the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy, which were week 9. Oh, I guess I would say last 3 weeks. So week 9 through 11. So tomorrow I will be officially 12 weeks pregnant. So that will be closing off my 3rd month of pregnancy. And I am very excited and very happy. Especially over the last 4 days. So in our last video, I was approaching 9 weeks of pregnancy. I was still experiencing extreme nausea, smell aversions, fatigue, a lot of bloating. What else? All of the symptoms that I was experiencing since week 5. So I can definitely say from the week that I found out that I was pregnant up until week 11, I was experiencing the same symptoms, all of the same symptoms. Nothing really fully changed. I can say that a change that I made personally was changing my prenatal vitamins. So I was taking these prenatal vitamins, which are the pill form of prenatals. I bought these before I found out that I was pregnant because I would take prenatal vitamins here and there, especially being that I was trying to conceive. But this was a brand new bottle. I do have a bottle in there that I was using before, but this was a brand new bottle that I was getting ready to use prior to me finding out that I was pregnant. So the day that I found out that I was pregnant, which I was 5 weeks and 2 days at that moment, I instantly started taking these. So at first I wasn't thinking that the prenatal vitamins were affecting my symptoms. But the further along I got in my pregnancy, I would notice that once I take my prenatals that I would start to feel different. I don't really know how to describe the different feeling, but I was feeling like heavier, like more bloated than I was naturally being bloated throughout the day, and a little more nauseous, I would say. So I had the idea of switching my prenatal vitamins. And I think that that was the best thing that I could have did for myself and my body, because I ended up looking up online to see, okay, what is the recommended dosage that is needed in pregnancy for specific vitamins, especially the ones that are in prenatal vitamins. So I'm gonna go ahead and just break that down for you guys really quick. So what I did was I looked online and searched what is the recommended dose of folic acid. Okay, so I looked up what is the recommended dose of folic acid in pregnancy. And what came up was 600 mcgs of folic acid. Then I looked at the vitamins that I've been taking, because mind you, I'm feeling like, dang, it's taking a very long time for these vitamins. Like I can literally feel the vitamins digesting in my stomach, okay? This has 1,360 mcgs. Okay, that might be great for baby, but my body is having to break all of this stuff down. We also got vitamin A. Let me go vitamin A. So then I look up vitamin A. It says 750 mcgs per day. This one has 1200. So as I'm going back and forth looking through this, I'm like, okay, maybe this has been the problem, part of the problem, other than my natural pregnancy symptoms. But maybe this has been a part of the problem this whole time. Nothing against the store that I got it from, but when I bought it, this was the reason I bought it, because I said, oh, they have high dosage of vitamins. Not even thinking. So I went and I said, well, with my first child, I did gummy prenatals my whole pregnancy pretty much. And this brand I've been using off and on with other types of vitamins, like their elderberry and zinc for energy, as well as their regular women's vitamins. And I think there was another one. I think we did the men's vitamin version for my husband. So I went and got the Olly prenatal vitamins. This is not a sponsored video. Let me go ahead and say that. I'm just letting you know what I use and what I have found to help me in this trying time of trials and tribulations. So I went and got the essential prenatal from Olly. I looked on the back, and folate, which is folic acid, 667 mcgs. Vitamin A, 650 mcgs. Vitamin C, 300 milligrams. Vitamin D, 20 mcgs. It has vitamin E, niacin, vitamin B, iodine, zinc, omega-3, which this has omega-3. These did not have any omega-3, which is great because I don't really eat fish. And I know being pregnant, certain things you can't have, especially when it comes to seafood. But I know that fish is better for the omega-3s, or taking fish oil. So these have it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and take my dose for today. And it's 2 vitamins per day. Okay, now that that is done. So I'm taking my dose for today. For 1, it doesn't have a really bad aftertaste. And for 2, it doesn't have a lot of sugar in it, which is great, especially when you're pregnant. You want to watch your sugar intake, your carbohydrate intake, because you do not want to become pre-diabetic. Okay. Also, it does not have any sodium in it, which is perfect because you don't want to have too much sodium. And mind you, I have not been really wanting anything sweet like that this whole pregnancy. So that is like my dose of sweetness to kind of create a little balance. So now back to the purpose of this video. Between week 9 and 10 and 11, I was sick during that whole 3 weeks, basically. Started out as a sinus infection. Had a sinus infection for a whole 7 days. And then week 10 comes around and everything goes and lie dormant, and I'm fine and I'm great and I'm good. And, you know, still dealing with my normal symptoms, but I'm not dealing with, you know, my icky feeling of, you know, headache and, you know, throat, nose, all of those issues. Week 11 come around. Now I got mucus and all of that, everything just trying to come out. So at first I was thinking that maybe I'm catching a cold now. At first I had a sinus infection. Maybe I'm getting a cold now. That's why I sound a little nasally. But no, it's the same thing. It's the same cold. It just went to sleep for a week and now it's back. So that's great. that's awesome. You know, in pregnancy, your immune system is a little weaker, I would say. Also, I haven't been eating as much fruit as I was in the beginning. But yeah, so those 3 weeks went by really fast. I must say so myself. The weeks have just been flying by. Like, I'm already going to be 12 weeks tomorrow. So please be on the lookout for a 12-week update. I think I might start doing them weekly now. I was grouping them together because of, you know, my life schedule for one. And also I felt like it would be better to do multiple weeks in one, so that it's not like so many videos down my page. But you guys let me know if the 3 weeks at a time is working out for you guys down in the comment section below, or if you would like to get weekly updates going forward, being that we will be stepping into our second trimester in 8 days. I'm very, very excited about that. Another update, I have gained weight. In the beginning of my pregnancy, when I first found out that I was pregnant, well, when I didn't know I was pregnant to the time I found out that I was pregnant, I lost about 10 pounds. From the moment I found out that I was pregnant up until week 8, which was 3 weeks, I lost 6 pounds. So I went from 147 to 141, and now from week 8 to 11, I am at 145, which is awesome, because I was really worried in the beginning, thinking that, is something wrong? Like, is this normal? But they say that it's pretty normal in early pregnancy to lose weight. So I'm okay. I'm not as worried as I was before. They say you have to worry later on in pregnancy if you start losing weight later on in pregnancy. So that's something to watch out for. My appetite has increased. My water intake has increased. Mind you, before I was only able to take sips at a time. So I was literally only drinking maybe 3 to 4 bottles of water a day. And mind you, each bottle of water has 16 ounces of water, which is, I believe, 2 cups. I believe each bottle has 2 cups of water in it. So I was only drinking 6 to 7, basically 6 to 7 cups of water a day. So, but it wasn't always 7. It was more on like the 5, 6 side than the 7 side. So 7, 8. So I've started drinking my all-time favorite, even though it's a little more costly than the other water that I was drinking. The other water makes me feel so dehydrated. It makes me feel so thirsty. The Publix brand, whether it's spring water, purified water, made me feel thirsty. Zephyr Hills made me feel thirsty. When I drink this, I feel hydrated. You know, I'm, of course, using the restroom nonstop, all throughout the night, all throughout the day. I could take a little sip of water and I'm running to the bathroom and have so much to release. But I can say today, this is my 3rd bottle today, and these have 33 ounces in it. So a total of today would be, I'm hoping to finish this by tonight. This would be 99 fluid ounces of water, which is very close to 10 ounces of water. So almost 10 ounces of water. And I will drink throughout the night because I cannot go to bed without water, because my mouth will get extremely dry. And no. Another update. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place. I have had pregnancy brain, and it is real, you guys. as early as the moment you find out you're pregnant, even before you're pregnant, you find pregnancy brain is real. Sleeping has been very hard. Getting comfortable to sleep, comfortable in the bed, finding a comfortable position is very hard, especially because I normally like to sleep on my stomach. Sometimes I still do it, but I can't lay on my stomach for too long. But it's very hard. Even having like a lot of pillows, putting pillow in between my legs, pillow behind my back, on my side to try and cradle me in. It's not working. So I can't say that. I have, you guys seen in the beginning of the video, I did start to decorate the baby's area. I wanted to make sure that it did have some type of, what would it be called? I wanted, of course, it's a part of the room. The baby's nurseries is in our room. It's it's in our master bedroom. But I did want it to have its own look in its corner because it's my baby and I want everything to look nice and to be really cute, as if I did have a nursery, which if we did have a separate room for a nursery, I doubt that I would have put the baby in their own room this early on. So I do have a bedside nursery that I am creating. I'm in the process of getting the crib finished. We have to resand it down, repaint it, and once it's repainted, once it's sanded down and repainted, then we will be adding it into the room, so you guys will be able to see when that happens and when that arrives, because my husband has to take it to his shop to go ahead and finish it. I tried to do what I could, but I was rushing. So anyways, you see I have little baby animals on the wall. We do not know what the baby's gender is, but nevertheless, I want to have gender neutral colors and theme all around, especially throughout the baby's first year. I don't really want to go color crazy when it comes to that. It's just a personal preference for me. When my son was born, I did get a lot of things secondhand. So I didn't have to worry about purchasing a lot of things like that. But as he got older, I did mostly get like grays and whites and blacks for him because it was the easiest thing to pick out that would still look decent. With this baby, my major color is like a sagey green, olive green tone, as well as like the rusty red, burnt orange, mustard yellow, those colors, like navy, navy blue or mauve colors. I'm more leaning towards that, for one, because it's something that I could purchase before knowing the baby's gender, and two, if we were to have another child, when we have another child after this one, we would be able to save a lot of the items for our next child without it being like, oh, if it's a girl, we got just too many pink stuff. We don't know if we're going to have another girl, and to hold on to that stuff and find out it's a boy and have to get all new stuff. We don't want to go through that. I feel like it is more simple to go on with gender neutral colors that will be able to be worn by a boy or a girl, because also you never know. Like I had a friend who was told that it was a boy her whole pregnancy, and the day she pushed the baby out, it was a girl. So things happen. Let me see what else. Oh, so like I said, the last 4 days have been the most perfect days of my pregnancy. I have had more energy. I have not been nauseous. I still have sensitivity to smell, but not to the point where I'm like making that weird face and covering my nose and needing to run away from the smells. I'm a little more okay being around the smell, even though I don't like it. It's just not to that point. Another thing, I'm able to brush my teeth freely. The biggest issue the whole last 6 weeks prior to my best day was the moment I go to brush my tongue, I would throw up or I would gag. That is not a great feeling. So that has been an awesome change in the tempo of how things have been going, because I am more energetic, more willing to do things, more happier, more smiley, not feeling really miserable. And I still have my moments of where I get really tired, especially if I'm up throughout the whole first half of the day. By the second half, I'm ready to lay down. Even if I'm not going to sleep, I'm ready to lay down. I have been having the round ligament feeling. I wouldn't really call it pain. It's just like a weird, like a shock, like something shocking you a little bit. I have been having that feeling every week, as well as some mild back pain if I'm standing for too long. And my walk has changed. I am no longer walking regular. I'm like walking like this with my feet out. I used to walk like this. Now I walk like this, almost like a little waddle, just a little bit. I don't know why, but it's a little more comfortable because of my hips. Let me see. So let me just go and read off of the app for week 11. Since we are closing out week 11, I'll go ahead and read that out. It says that the baby should be 1.59 ounces, 1.61 inches, and I have 197 days left of pregnancy. It says that the baby is about the size of a fig, and your baby's fingers and toes have lost their webbing and are distinct and longer. Organs are working. As you reach the end of the first trimester, all your baby's vital organs are in place, and many have already started to function. The liver is making red blood cells, kidneys are making urine, and the pancreas start making insulin. The 4 chambers of your baby heart is fully formed, and your baby's heart is beating, which it is. By the end of this week, your baby's genitals will start developing. The external sex organs, the PP and scrotum in the boys, and the clitoris and the labia in the girls, don't start to differ from each other until about 11 weeks. And even then, it takes several more weeks to be able to easily see the difference between boys and girls on the ultrasound. So I thought that was pretty cool and exciting. We did something to look forward to. We did make an appointment for our 14-week and 4-day mark to do a gender sonogram, and we're hoping to be able to see baby's gender on that day and to find out what we are having, although we will be more than blessed regardless of what the baby's gender is. We're just blessed and so happy and thankful to be able to bring forth life into this world and within our marriage and within our family. So I don't have a preference. Everyone wants a girl. I don't have a preference. I'm okay with either or. I love my baby regardless, and I talk to my baby every day, and I pray for my baby every single day, as well as my family. And I am going to make a video on my journey and also a few other things, but I did want to go ahead and drop in and make this video before I made it to 12 weeks, because I don't want to leave the 11th week and go to the 12th week and end up forgetting things. So I wanted to go ahead and get this out there to you guys. Thank you guys for following my journey. Thank you guys for subscribing. I've been so out of breath. Thank you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate every last one of you. And I look forward to talking to you guys and sharing my journey with you guys. And I am going to make a video, an updated video about my PCOS prior to me getting pregnant. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next update. I love you guys, and peace.